Okay, happy Monday night. Monday night team call. We are going to talk all about momentum today. We are in March. If you've been around Plexus for a little while, you know that March is typically a really good month. It's a great month. It's spring. We always have really fun incentives, all kinds of stuff. So March is a great month. Typically, yeah, Joanna said she loves March. Typically our points go up in March. It's a great month. So I want us to capitalize on it. And so hopefully tonight, you will be able to take away some tips, some actionable steps to, if you're in momentum, to stay in momentum. And if you are not in momentum, to hopefully get your team and yourself in momentum. So I'm going to share my screen real quick. And let me. Okay, that should be full screen, correct? Someone give me a thumbs up. Can't see. Yep, thanks, Leanne. You're the only one I can see. Okay, so we are, let me hide you guys.
And then do solid green when.
Uh-oh. Did it go out? How do I go back in? Hold on. Technical difficulty. Why?
Please stop whistling.
Share. Okay, I don't know why. Okay, let me try this again. Oh, you can see it?
Yeah.
There
Before you did that, you could see it, Ashley. But
Okay.
now you can.
Well, now I can see it. I couldn't see it anymore. Okay, we're good. Okay, so I just want to hide you guys, though. That's my problem. We'll just go with it. There we go. Okay, so creating momentum that lasts is what we are talking about today. All right, so what is momentum? Big question. Okay, it's a force that propels us forward, okay? Basically, it's when things in our business start to go from really hard and taking a lot of effort to being easy, okay? It's easy, things flow well. We feel like everything's going well. Okay, momentum. Now, I want to raise your hand if you have felt that in your business at some point. Probably everybody has at some point felt like you were in a little bit of momentum, okay? So John Maxwell says kind of the law of the big mo, which is momentum. It's a leader's best friend. With it, problems seem smaller, decisions are easier, people are more motivated to follow our lead. Without it, every simple task feels like pushing a boulder up a hill. Raise your hand if you ever felt like that in your business. Yeah. If you've been around for more than like a month or two, you probably raised your hand. Okay. It's a great saturator. Basically, it magnifies everything. When we're in momentum, it seems like everything's great. And when we're not in momentum, it seems like everything is just so difficult. So it makes sense. We want to stay in momentum. Okay, so 4 types of momentum: industry momentum, company momentum, team, and personal. Okay, our industry is in momentum. Okay, gut health, health and wellness is in momentum. It's a big thing right now. Our company is in momentum. Okay, you also want team momentum and personal momentum. That's what we're going to talk about tonight, is how we can get those 2 things to be in momentum. All right.
Come on, man.
I did steal this. If you watched Christina Williams' video, she talked about this a little bit. So I did kind of steal this because I thought it was really good. So if you've seen it, it's going to be a great reminder. If you didn't see it, then this is good. Okay, but basically, momentum starts with what's in our mind, what we are thinking.
Wow.
If you're not on mute, if you could mute yourself, that would be awesome. So momentum starts within our mind. Okay, so a lot of times we are thinking negative thoughts, right? So here are a few common ones. I have definitely thought every single one of these before. But things like, okay, I've set goals before and I didn't hit them. Like, why is now going to be any different? Well, I'm not in momentum anymore. I don't know how to get it back. Okay, so this is specifically if you're not in momentum. Okay, I don't want to get my hopes up and be disappointed. Okay, that's like setting a goal. Well, I don't know if I want to set a goal because then I might not get, I just don't want to be disappointed again. Or have you ever said, I don't have a big enough network? You look at a goal and you think, I want to do this, but my network is just not big enough. Okay, well, I firmly believe that all of those truths, or those are lies, but the truths can be found in the Bible. Okay, so what does the Bible say because that's what we want to fuel our mind with. What does it say? Okay, a couple of truths. Couple of verses for you. Isaiah 43, 18 and 19. Remember ye not the former things, neither consider the things of old. Behold, I will do a new thing. Okay, so doesn't matter what happened before, the Lord can do a new thing. I've lost momentum. I don't know how to get it back. Well, he giveth power to the faint. That's a good one. And to them that have no might, he increases strength. Okay. I don't want to get my hopes up and be disappointed. Ooh, that's a good one. This is a verse, this specific verse I have written down. I love it. I look at it often. Now unto him that is able to do exceeding abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power that worketh in us. Okay, that's a good one. I don't have a big enough network. Well, good thing that the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, the world and they that dwell therein. Woo! It's a good thing the Lord has put a lot of people on this earth and he can bring the people. Okay, so momentum has to start within our mind. If we have a negative mindset, it doesn't matter what goal we have. It doesn't matter the facts that are before us. If we have a negative mindset and you go into this month or this season with a negative mindset, I can almost guarantee you will not hit your goals. It has to start with what is in our mind. If we want to move our business forward, if we want to help people, regardless of what it is, it has to start with what we are telling ourselves in our mind. And if you are in that place that you have told yourself some of these lies before, don't worry, you're in good company. I'm sure we have all done it, but it's time that we can change what is in our mind. And that's what it starts with. Okay, the next thing is that it starts small, okay? Momentum is just built by simple, everyday, mundane, kind of the boring tasks that we do in our business, okay? Number one is consistency. If we want to create momentum, we have to be consistent. Okay, we have to focus instead of the immediate gratification, we have to focus on the long game. Okay, so I look at a month like this, right? And we have lots of fun incentives. We have the iPad and the Apple Watch and the red light mask. Personally, I'm going for the red light mask, okay? But if we do not keep our focus on the long term, we can work really hard to earn one of those things. I could work really hard and get the red light mask, but I didn't work smart. And then I'm like, nah, I'm done. Okay. I'm going to sit back now. I earned it. I'm just going to sit back. And guess what that does? That just kills our business because next month, now we're back at square one. It's even harder. We have to use the incentives that Plexus gives us and realize that these are just a tool to help kind of get us into some energy so that we are working. And then we have to keep that going. If we don't keep that consistency after this incentive is here, then we're just back to square one. We have to be consistent. We can't just focus on the immediate incentive, no matter, even though they're super, super fun. Like I said, I want that red light mask. Okay. And they can be great tools to help us get the energy going in ourselves, for our team, but we have to focus on a long-term vision for our businesses. Okay. The second one, we have to commit to the output, the actions that we're doing and not the outcome. This one is really hard for me, okay? But it says here, okay, block your time, track your efforts, but don't analyze things until you have gone through it. Analyze on the back end, not the front end. Okay, but commit to the output, not the outcome. The thing in this business is that we can be doing all of the right things and it still might not happen in our timing. Our preacher last night, he preached a really good sermon about Elijah, and in a way that I had never heard the story. And he even said, I've never, shared it this way. But the theme of it was that Isaiah, he got really discouraged. And he got discouraged, if you look, the point he got discouraged, this was after he called down fire from heaven. Okay, so after this miracle, then he was really discouraged. Why was he discouraged? Because he focused too much on the outcome. The lives changed were not what he wanted to see. Well, sometimes we do that in our business. We can get, instead of focusing on what we can control, the actions that we can control, we get focused on the outcome. Well, I didn't sign the 6 that I wanted this month. I didn't earn the iPad. I didn't earn the Apple Watch. I didn't hit that rank. I didn't hit those points. But the thing is, if we are consistent and we are doing the actions day in and day out that we need to, the follow-ups, the reach outs, the posting, all of the things engaging, if we are doing those, we just have to trust that the outcome will come. Even if it doesn't necessarily come in our exact timing that we want, we have to trust that it will come and that momentum will start to build if we are consistent. All right, the next thing we need to do is we have to fuel our belief. We have to be doing things. We're going to talk a little bit more about this in a minute, but we have to be doing things to keep our belief up in ourselves, in our products, in this opportunity. We have to protect those people who are in influence over us. So, who are we letting in our circle to speak into us? Are we letting people who are negative and complaining and like, well, this never works anyways? Like, are we letting those people in? Or are we letting those people who are going to uplift us and encourage us, protect our influence? And this is a good one, is get feedback from those who have gone where you want to go. I do this often. I did this with Katie over the weekend. I said, Katie, look at this IPA sheet that I'm doing. Tell me, what do you suggest I change? What do you suggest that I adjust? I sent messages even yesterday to friends that are senior Ruby. I said, hey, this is what I'm doing. I know we're both running for the same goal. Like, what are you doing? Anything different? And get feedback from people. It could be on your team. Ask your sponsor, ask your leader, ask Joanna, ask Katie. But get feedback from those people who have already done it. We're in a wonderful community where we can get that feedback and we have that encouragement and that support. So don't feel like you have to do it alone. Get that feedback. Ask people, hey, this is what I'm doing. Can you give me some feedback? Like, what do you think? That is really important. Okay, so we talked about daily habits and consistency. Okay, so speed can get you started, but consistency keeps you going. So oftentimes, people come into this business, and this probably happened to many of you. Okay, and you start really quick. Fast start silver, fast start senior silver, fast start gold. And then maybe things kind of slow down a little bit. Very normal, but it's at that point that consistency comes in. Because sometimes we feel like, okay, this is not normal. Like it's just not going to work. No, that's where the consistency comes in. You have to keep going. Also, if you want a rock star team, you have to be a rock star leader. And that starts with having the qualities that you want in a dream teamer. So what I want you to do is in the chat, y'all, I'm not like technologically savvy here. So someone is going to have to like read this out for me. Leanne, will you do it? Because I can see you. I want you guys to put in the chat, what are qualities of a dream teamer? And then Leanne, if you're good, will you just say them? Because I can't see them. All right, so type them in there. What are some qualities that you want of a dream teamer or a dream team?
Self-motivated, loves the Lord, reliable, motivated. I would say servant's heart for mine. I didn't type it in, but motivated, seeking to serve others, hardworking, people person, encouraging.
Okay, good. Anyone else got anything? I can see it now, Leanne.
Oh, okay.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. I figured it out. Okay, bold, upbeat. All right, good. These are all great qualities. I'm going to put a list here of things that I thought of. Okay. Self-motivated, positive attitude, consistent, team player, open to growth, takes initiative, celebrates wins for themselves and others. High failure tolerance. This is one that is I put on there, and it's one I probably struggle with. Integrity, shows up to calls, meetings, trainings. Okay, so here's your action step. Okay, I want you to do this when we get off the call. Write down the top 3 qualities that you want in a business builder, and then rate yourself on how you're living those out. Sometimes this can be like, oh, all right, I feel like I'm doing pretty good. Sometimes it can be a wake-up call. If these are the things that we want to see in a dream teamer and in a dream team, are we living those out? Are you self-motivated? Do you have a positive attitude? Do you have a high failure tolerance? Okay, slightly guilty there. Okay, do you take initiative? Okay, those are all great qualities. Whatever your top 3 are, take an inventory. Are you that? Because remember, it starts with us. If we want to see momentum on our team, it starts with us. Are we doing those things? Are we attracting those type of people? I can tell you, if you're not doing these things, if this is not you, those top 3, you're probably not attracting people who are like that. So it starts with us. Okay. Like, I got too many windows open. Okay, so we're going to bridge the gap here between knowing and doing. Remember, momentum thrives on our belief. We have to trust that success is for us. Okay, this is that high failure tolerance area. This is what I struggle with. You have to believe that the Lord wants success for you, that He put that dream in your heart, and those goals in your heart and in your mind for a reason. You have to trust that it is for you. You have to have energy. If you don't show up with it with energy and enthusiasm, no one else on your team is going to have energy and enthusiasm. You've got to be energetic, and you have to have hope. Hope is what fuels your action. If you don't have hope that something could happen, or that something can change, or that you can have momentum and you can grow your points and you can help these people, if you don't have hope in that, then you're not going to have the action to do it. Guilty of this at times as well. You have to have that belief and that hope that it is possible. That's what fuels your action. Okay, I love this quote. Momentum is a leader's responsibility. If you don't create it, you lose it. Okay, it's on us as leaders. Okay, a couple other things. Momentum makers versus momentum killers. Okay, this is another one we're going to be interactive in the chat. Okay, so you have to understand what fuels momentum and also what stifles it, what kills it. Okay, it's essential to sustaining long-term success. It doesn't just happen. You have to either build it or it's broken down. Every interaction, every habit. So I want you to think about habits, attitudes, things like that. What would be a momentum maker? If you're thinking of something that you can do to build that momentum, what would it be? I'll give you like being consistent. What else that you can do for your team? Did I stump you guys on this one? Always learning and growing. Good, Bethany. Encouragement. Okay, what can you do? Good. Communicating. Very good. Keep going. Okay, what can we do to create momentum or that helps with momentum? Remember, think back to some of those qualities that we just wanted. That's stuff you guys. All right, I'll put it up. Being consistent, learn as you go. Good. Okay, here's some, okay, having a clear vision, have strong leadership, recognition, celebrating wins. Are you recognizing your team? Are you celebrating their wins? Are you, and not just wins as in, yay, you helped sign a VIP, but like, are they doing the things every day? Are you in consistent action? Are you consistently doing the things that you need to do? Are you learning about gut health? Are you learning about product? Are you learning about what makes Plexus different? Okay. Specific education. Learn. We got to learn about this. Are you reading testimonials? That's a good one. Okay. Are you sharing those with your team? That builds a lot of belief right there. Okay. Are you doing any sort of personal growth? Are you listening to trainings? Are you reading books? Do you set challenging goals? Or are you just like, well, maybe I can sign one this month? That's not very challenging. We can all do that. Okay. Are you vision casting? Not just for your team. That's super important. Okay. You have to cast vision for your team. But have you cast that vision for yourself yet? Do you have that vision for yourself of where you want to go, why you want to go there, what this means for you and your family? Do you have energy, enthusiasm? Okay. Is your team, your thread, your chat, whatever you have, do you have a positive environment or is it negative? Are you complaining? Okay. And do you have accountability with each other? Okay. Momentum makers. What would be, okay, look at this list. This is going to be easier. Okay. Generally, it's the opposite of this list. That would be a momentum killer. So put in the chat, what do you think would be some momentum killers? I gave you a hint. It's pretty much the opposite. Yep. Going MIA. Just out. Here for a few days, out for a few days. Oh, now I'm back. Not responding to messages. Negativity. There you go. All right, couple more and I'll put them up. Negative thoughts, doubting your ability of yourself, lack of action. All right, good. Okay, negativity, gossip. Okay, this is a lot of what you guys said. Inconsistency, going MIA. You're here, then you're not. You're going to work, then you're not. Lack of communication, not communicating with your team, your business builders, not communicating with your customers. Okay, complacency. I'll just get around, it is what it is. Okay, procrastination, overthinking, fear. Okay, dead environments. This would be like your team chats and everything. Instead of being like energetic, it's just flatlined. Okay, You're focusing on the problems over the solutions. Okay. It can be easy if we're having kind of a challenging time in our business to be like, oh, it just feels like constant problems. We can't focus on that. We got to focus on the solutions. Leadership arrogance. Do you, as a leader, kind of like, man, I got it. Okay. Do you have that attitude, or are you helping your team? No clear goals. Okay. This is a good one. How can you be in momentum if you don't know where you're going? If you don't have a goal, then you don't know how to show up. You don't know how to work. We've got to set goals and challenging goals. Okay. All right, good. Sorry, I'm getting boxes pop up. Okay. Here's what I want you to do for yourself. Second piece of homework. Okay. Which of these have crept into your routine or team culture? Which of the momentum killers? Another time for you to take inventory of yourself. What of these have you let kind of creep in? And listen, it's okay if you have. That's why we do this, so that we can recognize it. And then which momentum makers can you double down on? What can you say, you know what? I've kind of been a little negative lately. Like, I'm going to make sure that I am positive, that I have belief in myself and my team and what we're doing. Okay. What can you switch out? So take an inventory of where you are at. Okay. Remember that momentum isn't luck. Okay. When you see a team in momentum and they're just like, you see them on the leaderboard, they're flying through the ranks. It's not luck. It's leadership in motion. They are doing the things. Okay. So you've got to focus on that belief. That belief drives your action, and that keeps your energy high. Okay. Your team's going to follow your lead. Okay. There is no reason we cannot double our point growth goal this month. Okay. We're going to create some action steps, because I know that's really good, but I know some of you are like, tell me what to do. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. All right. This is something I heard on a call today, and I thought it was really good. And so I want to encourage each of you to do the same thing. All right, so I want you to think of your goal. We all have set goals probably for the month. We're like, what's today? The 10th? So we're a third of the way through the month. Okay, let's take an inventory where we at on our goals. It's okay if we're not as far as we want. I want you to think about your goal. Figure out what that is. Is it a rank? Is it a point growth? Is it 6 for the incentive? Okay, whatever it is. And then I want you to create a map. Okay, if you have a smaller team, this might be a little different. And listen, if you don't know how to create a map for your team, that's totally okay. Maybe you're newer. I want you to talk to your upline, or at least I know for sure you can go to Joanna, you can go to Katie, you can come to me, but go to somebody who knows. If your direct upline says, I don't know what exactly how to do that, come to one of us. Okay, we can help you create a map, because what you're going to do is you're going to look at your whole team, everyone on your team. If you don't have many people who are sharing and working the business on your team, okay, you're just gonna have a couple. If you have a lot, then you're gonna be able to map those people out. And then you're gonna say, okay, I'm gonna look at, like, for instance, Kayla. I know Kayla's goal is this. Okay, so I know if I help Kayla sign 6 people, and she wants to develop a gold, she wants to develop a silver. Okay, you start mapping out where those people are. Remember, this is more than just a number. We are not in this for a number. We are in this for people. We want to see lives changed. We want to see people's health change. We want to see people's finances change. And so these aren't just numbers you're looking at. These are people. Okay, so how can I help her to help 6 people to reach her goal? Okay, if I have a goal of helping 6 people this month, who is that going to be? Am I having enough conversations? Okay, but you're going to create a map of this, and then you're going to track your points every single day. This is something that Betsy taught me to do months ago, and it has been super helpful. I think I've been doing it since like September. You track your points every day. I literally just put it on my calendar, and I just write down how many points I have today. And as the months go on, I can go back and look and say, okay, on the 10th of last month, I was at this many points. Okay, I'm right about that. Or, oh man, I'm really low. Like, we got to figure out what's going on compared to last month. Or, oh, when I hit my highest points, I was at this points on the 10th. Okay, I might be right there, So you're going to track your points every day. It's how you keep track of this. Remember, we're business owners. We're not just hobbyists. We're business owners. We got to treat it like a business. And then you're going to get into action. I said every day, take Sunday off. If you want to work Saturday, that's fine. I don't do a ton on Saturdays, but regardless, I encourage you to take Sunday off. Okay, take a day off. You need it for your mental health. You need it. Your family needs it. Take the day off. Okay. But get into action. Figure out where those people are and then get into action. Okay. The biggest thing here, You got to pray big, bold, specific prayers. You have to pray specifically. What is it that you're praying for? Why is it? You've got to envision it and then you got to pray for it. Is it you want new leaders on your team? Then pray for those new leaders. Is it you want leaders who have those 3 traits or those 4 traits that we talked about on that dream team list? Then pray specifically for people with those traits. Pray that the Lord would help them see your posts, that you would know who to message, that you would know how to message them, how to help. You've got to pray those big prayers, okay? And then the big key here is you've got to help your team hit their goals. That's why this map is important, because regardless of what your goal is, you could maybe hit it on your own. You can go to diamond with however many, level 1s. I can tell you it's way easier and it's way more fun if you do it with a team. So help your team. Remember, our business is set up for us to be able to help our team reach their goals. When we do that, we in turn hit our goals. So make sure you're helping your team. Okay, those are your action steps. I know I packed in a lot, but I believe in each one of you. Remember, it starts with belief in yourself. It starts with belief that the Lord has given you this dream for a reason, and then it takes action. We got to be in action every day. Keep that belief strong, keep that energy strong. That's what's going to fuel you to do those things that you need to do every day. Okay, hopefully I encouraged someone. Hopefully I gave you a little bit of energy. Katie, Joanna, does anyone have anything to add before I end this?
Ashley, it was awesome. Thank you so much for sharing tonight. It was very clear. It gave a list of things to do. And I think that if everyone was listening, rewatch if you didn't take notes and just start applying.
I'll try and get this up. I'm going to work on it as soon as I get off here. So hopefully it'll be up, and I will put the link in all the team chats. So if anyone missed it, they can go back and watch it as well. Any questions from anybody? All right. Let's go crush our goals. If you think that the month is too far gone, it is not. Remember, the 28th, I love this. It's a 31-day month, okay? 31 days this month. We are only on the 10th, which means we have 21 days left to crush these goals and help a ton of people. I know several of you are trying to earn that, or you're trying to get on the Alaskan cruise. We still have plenty of time. You guys might be pushing for a rank up. I know some on our team are pushing for a new rank. You can do this. We can do this together. Let's stay enthusiastic. Look, goodness, I feel like I'm like enthusiastic. What is it? Energetic, enthusiastic, whatever it is. We're going to stay positive. We're going to have fun. Okay. And we are going to crush our goals this month. All right. Love you all. And I'm super excited to see how you all do. We'll see you guys later.